Hello, everybody. This is Life Unscrpted, episode number 12. Yes, Sirski. I'm your host, Ron. We here with Zany and with
Duratio.
And we got a special guest today. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to introduce himself yet because I got an intro. This time it's a little bit more thought up because we had to run it back. Replay like we fed you up. You know what I'm saying? But the introduction for him is, I had to say, I knew him my whole life down there. And one thing that stood out to me, there's a couple things. First one is, he is an endurance warrior. I remember back when we was both playing football and my dad used to do the Saturday trainings. This man endurance was S+++. I remember it was insane how he just would take off. I couldn't catch it. And mind you, I would try. He would be gone. He would be so gone. Like we used to run the stadium, sprint up the hill, do the bleachers, run down and go around, and he was gone. Like literally, he was an endurance warrior. I don't know how he did it. I'm gonna ask him after this, but that's one part of the intro. The second part, he a genius. You know what I'm saying? He real smart. Like that's one thing I really noticed. He was real smart. You know what I'm saying? Also on that, he funny too. He a comedian at the same time. So he got all them characteristics: physical, mental, soulful. You know what I'm saying? So he can introduce his name now. Anything else you want to say?
What's going on, y'all? I'm Devin, aka Pharaoh, aka your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. Jack of all trades, like he said, man. Like I try to do it all. So kicking it today with Life Unscrpted.
Facts.
Chilling.
Now let me ask you this: we're rolling that first topic, and if y'all hear some cutting in the backyard, we got a chef that's preparing food for us. Y'all already know how we do it over here.
You're leaving that first intro part in. You leaving that in.
They not editors. I got the last say. Oh, so we gonna see about it. But I wanted to ask him, how was you that? How was the endurance? Cause I'm like really curious. Was you running on your own time?
Just running a lot. Like it was really your pops, cause he was the one pushing me every single Saturday. Like getting up early. Like there was no other coaches when we played football that were really doing, besides like Coach Bruce and stuff. But like in terms of just footwork and working on agility, like he was always running with us. You know, just having somebody there to push me helped me a lot, and just always wanting to improve myself and just be better.
So you never ran besides them Saturdays?
Yeah.
I would run in school. I'd run on Saturdays. I would run before practice. Like back when we were playing football, I would run like to practice from where I lived at. But other than that, I wasn't like trying to get my time down or anything like that.
Oh, that's crazy. Because when I say he was raw, like I'm talking about, he was gone. Like it was insane. I used to try. Like I was really trying. Like I'm gonna keep up with him, and it was not happening. Like that was literally insane. Now that we got
but
that,
it was also you though, because I knew you were right behind me. I never wanted to let you catch me. So
it was a real hustle. Like it was a real deal. Like that was a real thing. You knew Devin was finna win. You trying to challenge that. He had the endurance. He for sure had the endurance. Like that was main.
When you stop going?
I think he like kept going until he stopped playing.
To your dad's practices?
Yeah.
I went for a little bit.
It was sometime during high school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dang, you went forever.
Yeah. He was doing it for a long time. Now, mind you, I really we know each other. Like I really know him. Like he stayed at my house. He lived behind me. Is that how we met? Is that how your parents met? Because you lived right behind me.
My grandma lived behind you for like 2 years maybe, and then I had the trampoline by the fence. Yeah.
So that's how we met.
I think so. I'm pretty sure because y'all had the pool and they were like, can we jump the fence? And we would come over here.
And then his friends was also a year, like, you know what I'm saying? It was a year older because he a year older than us.
Yeah.
But that's how we met. And that's the title I gave him, the endurance warrior, genius, and soulful comedian. He real funny. Y'all got to check his YouTube channel out. He be doing gaming stuff.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy. One time, your granny caught me and Joe hopping over your fence and jumping in your pool. Nobody was here besides her, but
I remember that. I remember y'all told me that. Because Joe and them used to be at his house. Because y'all had the little pool, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had the little pool,
What gave y'all that idea?
Because we had the above ground pool, right? Yeah. And they had the underground one. So we was like, we want to go jump in that one. And just like, we was being goofy one day. But we knew Jerome for a while. So.
We actually got my dog from his family. Like Mello, my first ever dog I got from their family. They had pit bulls. They got breeding and stuff.
I didn't know that.
No, that's crazy. How was y'all day today?
It's cool. I cleaned a lot today. Okay. I cleaned for like 4 hours today.
That's actually crazy. It's like, what makes you clean for 4 hours?
I don't know. When you see another dirty spot, you wanna clean it.
Let me ask y'all this then. Let's examine this characteristic trait. When something is dirty, do you instantly go and clean it up, or do you have to prep yourself into cleaning up?
Me, I've been trying to just like handle stuff right away.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see something dirty, I try to get to it, but I've been moving slow. So if I take 3 hours to do one task, like at least it got done.
So it take you a long time.
Yeah, probably.
It depends on what it is.
Because you take you a long time because you are intentionally making sure everything is like this, like you know. Is that why, or is it because you just slow?
I just like to take my time because. Like it's like especially with stuff I don't want to do. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. I feel like rushing it. Like if you rush something, you're gonna mess up.
You say things you don't want to do. It makes you take your time.
Take your time to get to it. That's what you're saying. Take your time to get to it.
Like I don't procrastinate, but like when I'm doing it, like I try to make sure I'm doing it right. But like I don't like to rush things through because like that's where you make mistakes at, and like you start missing spots, and you know what I mean. So, and that's how I approach everything, like not just cleaning. So.
Okay, no, that's tough. So for you, what's yours take on it?
I usually just clean it.
So if you see it's dirty, you instantly cleaning it up.
Depending on what it is.
Let's say mopping the floor. This floor dirty.
If I was sweeping the floor, that's different. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
What about you mopping the floor?
Dishes, I'm leaving them.
Dishes, you leaving them?
Yeah, I clean it, but I'll leave it for a minute.
Okay. So I've been thinking about this today. Did you see the floor guy need to be mopped?
I hate dishes.
Are you mopping it instantly when you notice it, or are you like, dang, well, I'll do it later?
I try to get to it right away.
Oh, as soon as the thought. Is that something that natural or intentionally you changed about yourself?
That's intentional because like I put stuff off for so long that like stuff starts piling up.
Yes.
But like I also noticed my dad, like especially when it comes to cleaning, like he likes to do multiple things at once. And like I don't feel like you can actually multitask.
I agree.
So like, and so he'll start doing something like as soon as he gets the thought, but then he'll stop and go do something else, and then he won't finish what he did over here. So like, yeah, I don't know, like just making sure I do things right away and make sure I do it.
Completion.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that because today when I was cleaning, I sweeping the bottom, boop, 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 and then I seen something dusty with had the stuff on it. So I was like, all right, let me go wipe all that stuff off. But I still had that pile sitting over there. Then I'll go sweep all that stuff up. So I ended up wiping down the whole thing. It was like a 3-tray thing with with the gaming system or all that. Wiped all that stuff down. Then I swept it all up again.
That is insane.
What if you wiped everything down first?
Well, the thing is, I didn't see it till after I was done sweeping. So
no. Listen to this though. Listen to this. I hear what you're saying in subjective, in objective order. What makes me think that's insane is because listen to this. He started sweeping, then he noticed another task that he did to completion. Now, do you have the energy to even complete the first one?
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. And imagine you keep piling that on that.
4
hours. 4 hours. Like, I don't view cleaning as something like. I think cleaning is like. I'm getting pulled. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm fighting back. Like, it's a tug of war. It's throwing me in the pit. That's how I view cleaning. Something you don't want to do. Something I do not want to do. I don't take no enjoyment from it.
I hate dishes. But I enjoyed today for some reason cleaning it.
Do you think it would take you longer if you did one task at a time, or do you think it helps you to do like everything at the same time, like scatter?
You should probably go in a specific order, but I just ain't had no order with it. You should probably go wipe everything down first because that's when all the
he
stuff
was in a fucking
off.
mood. That's why he was in a
spree,
mood.
yeah.
Yeah, he was in a mood. He was in a cleaning mood. That's something like you ever had a feeling like it's time to clean. That's what he was in.
I'll tell you, I've been up since like 5 this morning, bro. I woke up and I just stayed there for hella long. Then I ended up getting about like 8 o'clock, bro. Like 8:30, I started cleaning somewhere around there. I'm telling you, I ate like 3 edibles, bro. And
cleaning mood.
Yeah, I started straight cleaning. Like, I'm telling you, I didn't get done until like 12:40. Like then, like 12:40 when I was done, bro. I cleaned like everything.
That's crazy.
Clean like a crackhead.
So that nigga hella funny. So when I clean, I use it as a teaching moment because it teaches me to be humility and like take care of what you have. So I like try to set goals like I'm gonna do this every week or two, you know what I'm saying? And hit the flow, hit the sink, you know what I'm saying? But it don't be happening like that. Good intentions, poor execution.
Do you like reward yourself when you do stuff like that?
Hell no.
Try doing that though. Like something you don't want to do, give yourself a reward for completing it.
I hear that, but there's no rewards I can give myself right now. Like I'm so
I don't know
serious.
to give myself,
I can't eat sweets, so I can't reward myself with that. I can't read my fictional books because that's set to the weekend. I don't really play the game no more like that because I'd rather stream. So it's like there ain't really no. I can't say let's take a little time off of work because if I don't work, then shit don't get done. Then this niggas is screaming at me.
Yeah.
Goals ain't getting achieved. So it's like I ain't got that much where I can reward myself with right now.
Like a hobby or something.
But then it's like fuck time.
Oh yeah, you right.
The schedule is disgusting right now. Nigga, you wake up. Yeah, I say the schedule is disgusting. Have y'all ever been in that position where can y'all say the same thing as I'm saying right now? Y'all don't have nothing to reward yourself with. Nigga, go get a prostitute, huh?
Hey, hold on, what?
Go spin the blade.
No.
Go spin the blade.
No, nigga, I always reward with no. I can't.
All right. So I'm gonna keep that in my back of my head. But serious question right now, do y'all have anything y'all reward yourselves with?
For me, it's making content, bro. Like, you know, because that's something that's like kind of on the back burner. Like, that take care of all my responsibilities, and then still having something that I enjoy that I can come back to. That's kind of like relaxing and stuff like that. So,
even the editing part and the boring work of it is rewarding to you.
oh yeah,
It is.
like I like all the steps in the process.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay, that's tough. What about you? You don't got nothing that can reward you right now. Okay. You think
Like a nap or something. Like,
no, let me ask you this question real quick. Do you feel like what the fuck is like? What life is you living? You can't reward. You ain't got nothing to reward yourself with.
You just said you can't reward yourself.
I got these. I can. Listen to this.
No, I can.
Listen to this.
But I don't use it as a rewards though. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I still have them. I just can't. And I just can't get into them right now. When
like
March 1st come, I can reward myself with all type of shit.
Yeah. But it's like,
but you said you don't have none.
I see what you're saying. But if I wanted to, I could have smoking as a reward. Something like that. That's what I'm saying.
if that's what you, if that's
Like,
what
I did this. Now I can go smoke. I see what you're saying.
But do you?
I don't do that. I don't apply that.
you just be working. No like break.
No, I just smoke. It's not as a reward. It's like a pre-reward.
So basically, what he's saying is he do it so often that it's
not
just
a
like
reward.
normal.
It's not rewarding. And then like sweets is like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you say you
when we
reward
was
yourself
kids,
with sweets.
Yeah, keep going.
I don't reward my sweets. Is just like another thing that's just another thing.
It's like this right here. You know how we was kids, or there's multiple ways you can swing this. I'm gonna swing it this way. Getting to drive when you didn't have a car, and the rarity of that opportunity made it rewarding. But since we drive all the time now, that shit feel normal as fuck.
Now you tired of driving.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's basically the rarity of it makes it not rewarding no more.
Like a novelty almost.
Yup.
But like a reward doesn't have to be something big either. It could be something small, like just sitting down, like taking a break, taking a breath. You know, like appreciating the small things.
A break.
It don't gotta be like, oh, let me go eat a bunch of sugar, and you know what I mean. Like it can just be something small. Like for me, it's getting the opportunity
make content.
I've never thought about rewarding myself. I don't know. I see that. I always seen you do that. Like always. But I've never like.
I reward myself.
Yeah, all the time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
That's
got to.
I've never like.
You can go to the club, turn the flock up.
I would do it in school. Like if I put like extra effort into studying, I'd be like, okay, I can go take a break and do something else.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like putting in the work that you need to right now, so that you can enjoy yourself later. That's all it is.
So listen, I do that, right? But I find myself on a thin line. You ever seen the meme? Okay, I studied for 15 hours. Let's play the game for 5 hours. Not 15 hours, my bad. I studied for 15 minutes. Let's play the game for 5 hours now. So you got to thread that fine line too, because sometimes I'll do some shit. I'm like, all right, let me take my break now. Let me just take a break. And I'm like a 15-minute break, and it turns to an hour break. Like, God, it is so hard to turn the engine back on.
Is that why? Like you started something, you can't stop? Like
nah, it's just I've never seen it like ever. Like you guys see, like you said, like school. Like I've never seen like I need to reward myself. Oh, I got an A. Now I got to
maybe let's put it like
myself.
this then.
Have
you ever did something you ain't never liked? Like do you often do things you don't like?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I just never thought about rewarding myself for it. That's just it's a part of life. I gotta get it done.
You keep stacking stuff you don't want to do on top of each other, like. Just over and
I
over
do
and
the
over
fun
again.
things in between, but I don't see it as a reward though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think of it as a
Maybe
reward.
it's subconscious though. Like,
Yeah, it's like a subconscious reward. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you don't really think
You
about
make that
it.
food already?
He got going. He went crazy.
Yeah, that's
I smell it
get
though.
out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
You
but
didn't hear it sizzling? Like,
I did hear sister, but it's done.
Yeah, that was quick. Whatever he made
That
was
shit ain't
quick.
done, bro. It ain't done. He's capping. But that's very interesting that you don't have a rewarding.
A reward system. I think
not
it's 'cause,
even not
like-
even women. That's why I brought the prostitute shit up. Like women ain't a reward.
Nah, I don't think. I was saying like
You really don't think like that?
no, like ever. Like I never have, bro. Like I don't know. I guess I kind of just been like not forced to do stuff, but it's like expected to do this. Like I expect you to have this good stuff. You don't need a reward because you did this. It's always been like that since I tried. You should always have straight A's. You don't need a reward.
So the carrot and the stick don't work for you. No, it work.
I get what he's saying because it's like doing what you're supposed to do. You don't need to get rewarded for doing what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about like things that like self-motivated.
You like extra shit, bro.
Like stuff that
I
you
still never
do
needed
for
a reward
yourself.
for it.
Like stuff you
Like
have to
working
do.
out, my nigga.
Yeah, that's
Working out can be a reward too.
Or no, for him it ain't.
no. That's
You don't like
the
it.
opposite reward.
You don't like it.
It's the
You
opposite.
don't
I
like
never
it.
thought about rewarding myself for working out though. No.
You think if you did do that, you would still be working out? That nigga said I don't fuck with that shit.
No, I'm still going. I'm gonna get back to working out. I just told you I'll take a little breather.
Taking a little breather.
No, because I was thinking about it. No, I was thinking about it though because it's like maybe if he rewarded himself, he wouldn't need a breather. Maybe how you thinking is wrong, nigga. Maybe the way you thinking ain't right, nigga.
Maybe
switch it, nigga.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not.
I'm playing, bro. I'll play. But you know, them the things like question everything, right? Because we may be talking like this. Maybe we don't need rewards. Maybe we should be moving like him, and maybe we'll be 10 times a better human. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, he may be a 10 times better human. Give me rewards. Like, oh damn, maybe I should look into rewarding myself. Like he like to hike, like go to hike or something. Or if you like to travel, like I did this big ass goal, now I could go fuck the bag up in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm rewarding myself. Some niggas just fuck the bag up just to fuck the bag up.
Yeah.
That's some real shit right there. Now bring it back to the prostitution.
Oh, you was coming back to that?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
That's what we're circling back to.
Yeah, literally,
Okay.
literally. So listen to this. When, because I was listening to a video and it brought this to my mind. Why is it in black culture it's bad to pay a bitch?
Is it in black culture? Or
It's
all
black
culture?
I think
culture.
it's every culture.
Nah, I looked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I
How
looked it
you
up.
look it up? That ain't no look
Nigga,
it
I
up.
look-
That ain't-
where
ain't
your-
no
where your
statistics.
source
What's the
came from?
statistics?
Nigga.
What is the statistics at for this? What are the statistics?
So hold on. Before we even hold on. That's y'all passionate. I like it. I like it. So y'all's rooted, right? So you don't believe that in Asian culture, in Italian culture, in German culture, Russian
I see
culture,
what you're saying. You go to
and-
other countries and shit.
you know what I'm saying? Just different cultures. You don't believe that is not a thing.
No, it's for surely a thing. Go to
Yeah.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Where did it become such a stigma here, though? Like, why is it such a stigma to
I don't
do
think
that?
it's that big of a stigma.
It's definitely a big stigma.
It's more of like it's a pride thing. I don't need to spend no money to knock some. I think that's what it is.
All right.
Well, you mean like you don't need money or you do?
I'm saying like I don't need to spend my money to knock something.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it is. It's like a pride thing.
I feel like it goes back to like pimps.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like what they say. Prostitution, the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? What's the word I'm looking for?
Profession, career.
Profession. Yeah.
So what are you saying? What did you mean by that?
You saying like, why is it so ingrained in our society, or what
It's
you
shame.
mean?
Like, why is it such a thing to look down upon? Like, if a nigga tell you, if somebody tell you spending money on girls, they gonna roast. In a black culture, they gonna roast you.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I just feel like if you couldn't get it without money, like the money's elevating you to something that you really aren't deep down inside. Like if you can't go get a girl, like without money, like just being who you are as yourself, like then you.
Are you asking this question because you don't look down? I don't look down upon it. I ain't gonna look down on nobody for it. But are you asking the question because it's something that you would do?
No, I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
I'll do it. I don't care. I'm not restrained by anything. Okay. But listen to this. The reason why I point it out is because I want to know where did that come from, because it's such ingrained. Like, it makes me think of black people look down on niggas that have handouts. Yeah. Have you noticed that? Like, if they have parents that's in position, they will roast that person for having parents in position. And when you start utilizing their resources, they're looking at you like, you know what I'm saying, putting you down.
Because they don't have it.
But now you trying to use this resource to do this. They doing this, putting you down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I look back in the day when pirates was around, nigga, they used to, that was the reward when you came back from sea.
What?
Go get you some coochie.
Prostitution is crazy, bro.
Like, you know, back in Western world, prostitution was there too.
I don't give a damn how old it is, nigga. That shit's sick.
But it's like the same thing nowadays. We got like OnlyFans and stuff. Like guys, like the only reason OnlyFans exists is because men are going and emptying their wallets. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you couldn't talk to that girl.
Hey, listen to this.
Money, you know?
Listen to this. If I said I paid for her OnlyFans, niggas is getting toasted.
Oh, yeah, I'm roasting the shit out of you.
Niggas is getting toasted.
I'm roasting you. Yeah.
Now, do you think if we was in...
I'm roasting you especially because you can find it on Reddit for free.
All right, listen to this. 50-year-old man. You're a 50-year-old man. A 50-year-old white man. We're going to switch our whole culture. 50-year-old white man, group of white men. They say, yeah, I just checked this girl. I just paid for her OnlyFans. You think he's getting roasted? Just get out of her body.
Do you think it's different because he's a 50-year-old man? Like, do you think that contributes at all to his
because the escorts.
Yeah.
High-end escorts come from, they usually be the, you know what I'm saying? They high-end people, not high-end, older people usually don't be patrolling the streets.
If you buying women's OnlyFans, you're most likely single. So, just trying to see something.
Niggas be motherfucking.
Yeah, they be married.
They be married, like, you know what I'm saying?
They just be trying to see something simple as that. Yeah. That they don't got.
But the reason I'm pinpointing
the roasting part.
The roasting, the shame.
Like, where does it come from?
Not really where does it come from, but like just pointing it out. There ain't no extensive thoughts on it, like what is conclusive about it. So I didn't really get that far in my own thoughts with it. I was just pointing it out like, damn, that's crazy that it's like that. Because when you pay, right, let's look at the pros of it. Let's stop the cons. Let's look at the pros of it. When you pay, it's easy. It's there. Get your little thing. Because you know how bros before hoes, it's been like that for a long time. So we was treating them bad anyway. So then you just get it, a little exchange, and then you done. There ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think money reflects who you are as an individual. And like if I'm talking shit to somebody because they bought like a woman's OnlyFans, it's because I wouldn't personally want to be associated with the type of dude that can only get his way because he has money, or that would take advantage of somebody because he has money. Like, it's kind of like it's a reflection of who that person is.
Now let me switch it there, because what I'm doing now is I disagree. I disagree that they buying or doing that isn't like your. It's more so like I see it as lazy.
That too. Yeah.
Like, let's say for rappers, for instance, he's like, she ain't want to come up here and fuck, nigga, be gone. They're basically using their fame the same way a nigga uses his money. So if that's the case, it's not that they can't get a bitch, it's just that they're lazy.
Yeah.
But some of them rappers do be like, you know what I'm saying, they can't get women, so they use their fame.
Some of them be using both.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So there too that people can't, you get it on their own, but they be lazy too though. Like, say you get hella, you don't want to put in that work no more, like, don't be the fee.
Yeah, you got life on easy mode now.
Literally.
Yeah.
So then, but does that still tell you that characteristic on them?
I feel like anybody that takes the easy route, just in general. I mean, I don't think it says like the full story about who you are, but like the fact that you would go that route, knowing that like there's probably a good woman out there for you, and like going through those different mediums to find the woman that you want, like you basically cheating at this point, like saying like, oh, I can't get a good woman, so I'm gonna go find her through other means because I got my pockets full or because I got clout, you know. So
I feel like some people just be horny.
That's what I'm
saying. That's true too.
It's just an easy. That's we're not saying a lasting relationship with her, just a quick nut and cut.
But okay, if you had somebody that like you really rocked with, you cared about, like you wasn't lonely, they gave you everything you needed, do you still think that somebody would need to go that route?
That's a good question.
Because I don't think so. Like what Kanye say, one good girl's worth 1,000 bitches.
No, that is true. But Kanye still was saying after that he fucking had visions of sleeping
Kanye's
with the
crazy.
in-laws.
I don't want to use Kanye as the baseline.
You added a whole bunch of motherfucking other perceptions you can throw in there.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, definitely. Using Kanye, I definitely think because grass is greener. We're humans. Mm-hmm. So even though you have that woman, you'll look over elsewhere and start comparing and contrasting.
Yeah, your eyes wander. Women do it too, but that's part of being faithful
and self-control and having the self-control. But niggas, that's uncommon. Mm-hmm. Like if we just look at plain blank straight in the face, niggas is not. There's less higher frequency humans than there is lower frequency.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think that says more about who they are, like in other aspects of their life, like
yes, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
It depends where they're coming from. If that make any sense, like if they doing it because they can't, nigga, you need to get up. You need that. You know what I'm saying? You need to motherfucker get right. Yeah. But if you're doing it because you lazy and don't really care, then that's different. Like that shit ain't nothing, bro. Come over here. Like you know what I'm saying? What's the difference between that and a strip club?
Yeah, I can see that.
Like literally, what's the difference between?
I don't approve of the strip club either.
But the black community do.
Yeah, they
10,000 a night. Throw it in one person. They approve of that shit so much. But then they look down at you for tricking. Yeah. But what's the difference?
It's the same thing.
The same thing.
Yeah. It's 100% the same thing.
So
it's actually like worse. It's actually worse. You ain't even touching them.
Yeah, you can't. Nothing.
I mean,
you private dance.
You probably ain't even finna beat those though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Nigga, you tricking. You spending the same amount you just spend at the strip club. Yeah. And you finna take them home. She probably finna cook for you or something. Yeah. And you finna beat those down. Yeah. In the bed.
No, for real. No. It's real life. It's real life. And it's basically what that makes me think is who the fuck is controlling these thoughts?
Government. No.
Why the certain things the black community do and certain things the black community think, like it's like where's we getting these thoughts from? That's basically why I pointed that out.
Pop culture, music, TV, just BET,
and basically question it.
Yeah, black culture just question like the bad stuff for some reason. Yeah, gravitate towards the bad things.
Yeah, no, it question that shit.
Yeah, I mean, if we talking about music, like because I used to make music with Moni and all them. Like,
oh, you did?
I didn't know that. I was producing for him.
Oh, yep.
I met a couple of producers that were like, "Oh, rap music's like low frequency music, like the way it booms with the 808s and all that type of stuff. Like that's meant to like bring your vibration down. Oh. And then you got like classical music's meant to like raise your vibration. That's why people use it when they like studying and stuff because it's supposed to lift you up, like lift your spirits, kind of.
Oh damn, that's deep as hell. Yeah. All right, but yeah, no, that was tough. I was having that thought for a cool minute because I heard Kevin Samuel talk about it. He said like y'all stupid thinking that like multiple different cultures. I had to check them too. Like I was thinking just like how y'all was thinking. Like, what is you talking about? What? I had to look that shit up actually, and like different cultures on how they view paying for pussy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to look it up. Like I had to literally.
It's very normal.
It's you know what I'm saying?
If you look at the majority of the people that are doing it. Remember we was talking about statistics. I actually kind of know because nigga I know about the blade. Mexicans and whites are up there, and they don't even serve blacks.
Oh, for real?
Because robberies and things like that. So some prostitutes, some pimps don't even let their prostitutes serve blacks. Yeah. Simple as
AAs, that. African Americans.
Yeah, no AAs. Yeah, no AAs. Simple as that. But majority is usually Mexican, white, and then Indian is getting up there on that list right now.
So it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I did hear the niggas was crazy, bro. The nigga in a rapper, he said, run the bitch out her heels. Chasing her down to rob her. That shit is crazy. Imagine hitting a blade, robbing a bitch. Oh, no. That shit is, chase her out her heels. Oh, but they carrying money.
Yeah. No,
they on the blade all night. I'm going to chase her out her heels.
They got no real P, that's why. But
it's not about P. I get in the money. It's a robbery.
But then when you a P, nigga, you gonna get the bag every time. Yeah. If you really know how to run it. But
I mean, I don't know how to run it. Oh. I wouldn't even run that.
Let me tell you how.
I mean, you ain't did it.
I haven't done it, but I know it. I know.
But you don't know enough.
I know some people have done it.
Take an experiment. I get a woman right now ready to let us experiment.
You get a hotel room, right? You get right next door to each other. You know, with the door that you can walk through, just in case some shit pop off. Tell you that much. Yeah.
Hey, those who can't do teach, bro.
Those who can't do teach. I hear you.
I hear what you're saying.
I hear you. Those who can't do teach. That's a real thing. So I be looking at these influencers, and they be shooting like, take my class, take my class, take my class. When they screaming to take my class to a certain level, it's like, y'all not getting no paper no more.
So what they do now is like, if you on Instagram, you'll see somebody with fake money doing like money spreads, talking about whoever's watching you broke and shit like that. And then they'll be like, oh, click the link in my bio. I'll show you how to get this money. But like their money's fake. It's prop money.
Or like what they do in the one video. Remember Boosie had a screenshot of the he had like them fake apps. You know them apps like, oh, click the link in the bio. It'll give you $250 or something like that. Boosie had a screenshot. It was a fake ass screenshot. You could see that he was on the screenshot. That shit was hella funny. That shit was hella funny. But yeah,
deceitful. You gotta get better at discerning what's real and what's not. Because it's real life. Because it's like they selling. If they was making so much money, they wouldn't be so focused on selling you the sauce. It's because the sauce slowed up. Because it's extra work. If you think about it, it's extra work. Like for me, like with this whole content creation shit, I got a formula, but I really don't like want to like because it's hella work just to teach that shit, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. That shit hella work. Nah, ebook is different. If I got an ebook, cause that's you know what I'm saying, but classes and all that shit hella work.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all got any thoughts on that topic before I switch it to the next one?
Switch it up.
I'm good, bro.
You switching it up now?
I'm done about prostitutes. I don't hear nothing about
No, that was a real thing though. That's like some real
Streetwalkers.
shit. That's some real shit. And I think about it, like you brought me back to it, cause I had hella thoughts on this recently. Cause I was listening to this song and he was like, if a bitch stepped to me, her eyes better not be looking at me, better be looking down or I'll break a bitch for looking at me. I said, whoa. You know what that reminded me of?
Pimp named Slickback.
No, a slave master, my nigga.
Oh yeah,
shit.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
like real shit.
No, that's real,
like
yeah.
you
Treat them how you want to treat them.
little reasons to punish.
Yeah.
Like you look them in the eyes, you getting punished.
Yeah.
Like that's really crazy to me. And I was just like, I don't even like that word no more because of that type of mentality. Like
What word?
pimps.
Oh.
Like I don't even want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. I'm a leader. Type. So you gotta say it like that. Like, I'm different.
He said I'm a
I'm a leader. It's different. They just bring the funds to me because they secure. What about it? You know what I'm saying? But that connotation is terrible.
This man crazy. This man is crazy. He said I'm a leader.
Yeah, no, that's really real life. I want to talk about content creation.
Yeah.
And the struggles that come with it. And I'll let you lead it off. Just off that topic. Where does that take your mind?
Like the struggles of getting into it, or just
Whatever you
keeping
want.
it going.
Content creation
That
and
you've
the
been having
struggles.
personally.
Just take it however you want. Take it however you want.
Just taking it day by day, bro. Like,
Let's switch it then. Content creation. Then we'll add the second part after. Just content creation.
in general,
Yeah, just talk about it how you want.
I mean, I like every step of the process, bro. Like the way y'all was setting up the lights beforehand, and like just studying like cameras and microphones, and like really taking the time to like learn about storytelling for the videos, like to make sure that you know they have a distinct beginning, middle, and end, like making it so that the audience takes something away from the video and isn't just watching it. So like
You do that even with your. Let me let you finish. Keep going.
yeah, like even the videos I do, like they're just gaming videos, right? But like getting people to invest into what you're making and like have that buy-in. Like you're not just playing a game, or you're not just having a conversation. Like you're taking people on a mental journey that they're gonna take with them when the video's over. Like every time somebody watches your videos, they should be changed after. Like they should be a different person. That's how I look at it.
Oh no, that's tough.
That's crazy.
What sparked that way? A thing about content creation. It just came out of the blue, smacked you in the head like Isaac Newton. Is that who made Gravity?
Yeah. Just knowing, I guess just knowing like what your videos can do for people that are watching. Like you're not just like talking to the camera. Like there's somebody on the other end that's dealing with something, living their life, and like you have the opportunity to affect change in their life, or to make them think differently, or to feel something, or like they might be, you know, going through like depression or something like that. So you're like being there for them. You're curing their loneliness. So like you kind of have a bigger job to do than just.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Listen, hearing his explanation on content creation, what that make you think?
That's insane. No, that is true though, because you got to think when I don't know. I watched a lot of YouTube, especially when I was younger, especially in high school. Think about like X Chase Money. This is somebody like very prevalent in our life because we watched them for so long. It's people that's probably when we was that age, that could be watching us. Like, oh, this dude's kind of cool. And just keep watching all our videos just like that. Saying our slang and everything. Just, some people could become a big part of your life. Or you could be a big part of somebody's life without even knowing. Simple as that.
So
and you've never seen them before.
Yeah, no fact.
Like,
No fact.
Yeah.
You know what I learned about recently? I learned that I'm inconsiderate. So
You don't really care.
when he was saying all that effort, all that thought process into it, I was thinking in my head, like, I do not care. I was just putting it together, drop it, let's just keep it pushing. Like, I never sat and put that much thought into it. He's 100% correct. Like, I just went, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that is true. I never really thought about it like that.
Like,
either.
I was
The way you
Eminem,
said
like,
it,
I ain't your role model type of thing. Like, you'll be a role model.
Yeah.
But that's a real thing, though, because it's like, I never really thought, like, whoa, that is, like, he broke the fourth wall down there. And, like, yeah, I know you watching me. So let me take you and have you feel this way from watching me.
Yeah.
Has that changed me? I see that it's a lot of effort, and I'm already swarmed, so I would like to be like that, but
I mean, you've already gone through the steps of the process, like just with the setup and like coming up with topics. It's just like iterating on that process, like wanting to get better with each video. Like naturally, you're gonna start to incorporate all of these things, and like it's just gonna come to you naturally.
How long did it take you to get that mindset? That's a tough mindset. Like I said, I just dropped gems, and I knew I had an idea of how I wanted it to be and how I wanted it to be received, and I just stuck to that vision.
Well, it's like you said, like when you were setting the camera up, you were talking about like watching your videos back, seeing how you can improve.
Yeah, you
like,
got to.
You just keep doing that with every single video.
Yeah.
Like finding something that like, oh, I didn't like this, we can fix this for the next one. And then just keep doing that over and over and over again. And like it kind of starts to become an obsession, like an unhealthy one, because you're always like, oh, this ain't good enough. Like, oh, this ain't what I wanted it to be. But like, you know, just overcoming that and then dropping content anyways, even when you don't feel like you're reaching the audience you want to, like still taking that time to want to improve.
Yeah, I'm listening to that. Do you reflect on the videos? Do you look at the videos and see how you could do better as a host?
I learned to talk a lot. I tell you that much. I learned to talk more. Yeah, that's about it. Not really like you do all like the editing and stuff, so I don't really know how to improve on that much.
But like you're contributing to the conversations, you're setting up the lights, like you're part of it too, just as much.
Yeah. No, but it's not like as crazy as he do. Yeah. No.
So you know, do you reflect on it and like look at how you talk?
Yeah. 100%.
Like
we
you
talk.
say,
Even like how some of the flows, like I can tell when the flow is off. Like, oh, that's and I try to figure out why.
Oh, that makes sense.
If it wasn't the person. Or...
that makes sense. So your brain is on it. So what's crazy is I actually stopped. I got so swarmed with work that I was just posting. I couldn't, and I was like, so let's say for instance this one. We got so much backlogged, right? We still posted from episode 8. This is episode 12. So I haven't even made the clips for episode 8 yet. Like in terms of the timestamps for the Instagram reels, the timestamps for the clips for posts on YouTube, and I do 2 of those a day. So in the midst of all of that, I still gotta watch this one. So it was like, I'm just gonna get that up right now. And just recently, when I was talking to my cousin, I was like, I had to realize, like, hold on, I gotta watch it because I can get back improving how I talk and how I look, the flows and all that stuff. So I recently came back and started watching. I just dedicate a whole day to editing. That's what I had to do. I have to dedicate that whole day to when I wake up to when I go to sleep to editing because it takes so long.
Do you have like a specific workflow when you're editing to make things go faster?
So grab the content from here, throw it on a computer, then I watch it one time, normal speed, so I can really get the flow right and how they talking. But at the same time, I deal with don't feel like it. Because these be 2 hour long, 2 to 2.5 hour long videos.
You watch them all the way through and then go edit?
No, so I edit it first. So what it is there's no heavy editing in this. I just cut the clips and then make sure the transitions is good. And then I watch it full screen. So after I make sure the transitions is good, I watch it. So then I watch it for that little time. But as you watching it, you gotta like kind of prep yourself for a 2.5 hour video.
Oh yeah.
So that whole chunk of your day gone. And then from there, you gotta render it. So after I render it, that's another hour and a half, depending on how long the video, but hour to 2 hour rendering. So I get a little break then, right? Don't come back. And if I'm optimally, I will rewatch it again at 2x speed for timestamps for clips for Instagram, like the shorts. Then I'll do it again for the clips for YouTube. And that's usually the workflow. And then during the week, I'll break them down. Break it down every day, every work day. But that's usually the workflow. But that it takes a minute to do that.
What are you using to edit, actually?
Premiere.
Premiere?
Yeah.
So, like, what I do is specifically for clips, because I upload clips to Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that, is I'll bookmark it. So, like, as I'm editing, like, okay, this is, like, a clip I think is funny. I'll bookmark the start and the stopping points. And then once the entire video is done being edited and rendered, I'll go back and cut out all the parts that aren't bookmarked and then just consolidate everything. Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
That's what she did.
So I can't do that because I need to focus on one thing. While I'm doing this, I need to focus solely on that. Like my multitasking skills is abysmal. Yeah, so like I can't do both. Like I try to do that. Like while I'm trying to do the timestamps for the shorts, I try to at the same time get the timestamps for the YouTube. But I just my brain is on two different wavelengths, and then when I'm trying to reflect, I'm not able to get the timestamps for while I'm reflecting.
Yeah.
It would be easy, only one time I have to watch it. But now I gotta watch it 3 times, just for me personally, to get it how I want it to be.
And that's cool though, because that's your workflow. Like
Yeah.
that's what works for you.
Yeah, it works for me. I just gotta dedicate the whole day to it.
It be taking me 3-4 hours to edit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Then
How
another
long
2.
video?
Usually like an hour.
How long video?
Yeah, and then rendering takes like another 2 hours because like I'm trying to bump the quality up.
And a lot of your stuff is gaming, right?
A lot of it, yeah.
Probably
most of it.
You think that's a little harder to do than more?
It takes a lot more editing.
Editing wise, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Because you're trying to like enhance parts that are funny, and like you're trying to keep people's like attention. Like people's attention spans getting lower and lower. So just throwing in like sound effects and music and like zoom ins and stuff like that. Like that takes additional time.
It takes
that right there, yeah.
them timestamps, like to do all them little things takes so long for me, and add little effects and stuff like that. But one thing I heard that pointed out to me, do you have anything to say? Because this will be a little switcher.
Keep pushing.
No? So one thing I heard was you said this, amidst not getting the views you think you should be getting because of the work. You said that right, or am I thinking?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Talk about that.
Like in terms of the work you're putting in, not equating to the number of views you think you should get, or like...
Yeah, you said it.
I mean, just knowing the potential of what you're doing in the long run is more meaningful to me than getting like an instantaneous reward now. Because like I know the potential of like what these videos can do. So that kind of is keeping me motivated, even if my views aren't at the numbers I want them to be. And then growing into this mindset that the numbers don't matter as much because you're doing something that you want to do. Like you're having the conversations y'all want to have. I'm making the videos I want to make. So even if I only affect one person, I'm still fulfilling my purpose. Does that make sense?
You said growing into, so I'm guessing you ain't start there.
No.
Let me hear about the origin point.
Just being overly obsessed with the numbers. Like starting out thinking I was going to get to this number this fast and then not getting there and being disappointed that I didn't grow like how I wanted to, and then going back and being like, oh, why didn't I do that? It must be my fault. It must be me. When really it's just you got to give people time to flood in. Like people like that's why I like how y'all post all your clips the way that you do, because y'all are posting pretty much daily. You're increasing your discoverability that way. But when you only post once a week or something like that, like you're not giving your content the opportunity to grow and to reach the audience it's supposed to reach. So it's just not taking it personally that you're not getting the views, but then just keeping it pushing. Like, how
difficult was that period for you while you was in that mindset? Did that affect your consistency? Did that affect your frequency?
It made me think about quitting a couple of times, just because it was like, oh man, I'm not doing what I set out to do. But what I set out to do wasn't tied to numbers and metrics. It was tied to fulfilling a purpose for the people that watch.
That's so tough, because this is not just content creation right here, y'all. This is not just content creation. This is, what does he have? If I want to break this down utility wise and transfer it across every field, he has expectations and he's putting in heck of work, and that hard work ain't equating what he think he should have.
Yeah, happens often. Like real often.
He gave the solution to that. Remember why you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it aligned with your long-term goals.
Yeah.
What if the reason why you're doing it is to reach those numbers?
That's why people quit though. That's why people
That's what
drop.
I'm saying.
But listen, that's a good question though. What happened if that is your reason? Always innovate.
Switch something up. That's what you're saying.
At the same time, it's difficult. I do trading. I want to hit them numbers, but then my strategy not working. So then, slow down. Get a strategy, right? That you think is gonna take you to the views that you'll be getting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you got to know when to switch it, but not be too quick to switch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like for him, let's say the goal is just the views. Okay, I said sit down, make a plan. I post these gameplay videos like this, editing it like this. Okay, let's see how that works for 2 months or a month, and let's reflect on it. Okay, I didn't get how I wanted. Maybe I should move this piece, put this piece here, or maybe he's thinking maybe that month wasn't long enough.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was just a little thing like I gotta increase the frequency. Maybe I'm not uploading enough videos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should. So you gotta know the fine line between switching up too fast, but not waiting long enough. Like you know what I'm saying, doing the same thing for too long.
Yeah.
So it's a delicate process. What you guys say about that?
I think you got to stay true to your vision, whatever
Facts.
it originally was. Like trying to switch things up just to appeal to a bigger audience is like this. How people suffer from burnout.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'm only doing this because I want what comes with it, like what the reward is going to be. But like when you actually have something you're trying to like give to people, that sticks with you longer and motivates you. Like I'm not growing the way I want to, but I'm still doing what I feel I'm supposed to be doing.
Then how do you balance that with continually improving?
Just wanting it to be better. Like, okay, my views aren't what they are. Like, when I started YouTube, I took Mr. Beast's advice, where he was like, make 100 videos and improve something every time.
Okay.
So it was like, even if you're not getting the numbers you want and you feel like your content's not being appreciated, still, going out of your way to say, okay, well, I can make this better in the meantime, so that when people do eventually start flooding in, at least my content is on a level that I'm satisfied delivering.
So what I hear is, just struck me hard. He's full-blown magnet right now. No chasing it. Full-blown magnet, and he's increasing his magnetic force and just waiting. Waiting for that negative to run. And that's all he's doing, waiting for all the negatives.
Let's see it.
And it's a complete opposite from what we doing. Your mentality complete opposite from mine. What you gotta say before I go into that? What you gotta say about hearing that? 'Cause we went kind of long.
I think you always have to make changes. Not always have to make changes. Not like change what you're doing and who you are, but like improvements. Make improvements. Always make slight improvements. That's all I gotta say about that. I think, like I said, it's always gonna have to be some changes.
Let me pinpoint improvements.
Even if it's just a quality improvement.
Cause that made me think adaptation. DDG, what did he do? He's a master of adapting to what's in the market. I'm gonna keep it 100. He's a master at adapting to what's in the market. For instance, video game. He adapt because he knows what's popular. You know what I'm saying? You may not fully 100% like it right now, but you know what's there. So he still brings his own person. Basically, like I always quote the Bruce Lee. Water in this cup could form a bottle. Water in the bowl could be a bowl. But at the same, one thing that didn't change, it was still water. It never changed who he was.
Yeah, you brought your personality over to this thing over there.
You know, but that's still popular. You're not really changing, but you're adapting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Did you mean that too, or do you against that? Like, how do y'all feel? Cause
no, I agree with that because content changes over time. Like what people were doing 5 years ago ain't what they doing no more. Like DDG started by vlogging, and that's when vlogging was really popular. Now he's like. In terms of content creation, now he's doing like streaming. Like everybody's into streaming. So it's just having the ability to say, okay, this is the direction it's going in, so I'm gonna go with it rather than get left behind doing the same stuff I was doing way back then.
Now this is a good one right here. People will look at that as biting and copy it. How you deal with those? You know what I'm saying? How would you deal with them?
Don't listen to them.
Don't listen to them?
Simple as that.
Simple as that? Because they will assault you with that. Like, oh, you stole. They do
that all the time.
Yeah.
They do it all the time, but those people they stop saying all that shit after.
I mean,
like, it's like people will say that, I can't give an example right now. It just happens all the time though. They be like, oh, you biting, and then it kind of just runs off, and you still got that little fame that you got from it still. So you can run with it.
What you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, people are gonna hate on you regardless. So like, no matter how big you get, you're still gonna have people that are hating on what 100%. You're doing or saying you're copying somebody else. Like people, when they watch my clips on TikTok, they say I'm acting like Berleezy or somebody like that. But it's like, I'm just making the content I enjoy making. I call TikTok the deaf comedy jam in social media because everybody on there's got an opinion that they feel the need they gotta give to you. So, but that's what happens when you put yourself on the internet. It's like everybody's gonna have an opinion. So.
They're all gonna have an opinion, and pinpointing that mindset, right? I lost my train of thought. It's unfortunate because I had a brilliant idea on that regards. That's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. But pointing it out too, this is what I'm gonna add to that. You could be the pioneer, but you could be the pioneer for that field, but not the best at it. You get it? You look at me confused.
No, I know what you're saying. It's like how Aiden Ross started with the rappers on the streams, but Kai ran with it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you could use that as a shield, cause it's like when you're an extrovert like me, them voices get to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gets to you. So you have to really be reclusive in it.
I don't know what you just meant by that. What voices get you?
Opinions.
People talking like,
okay.
Especially if you take pride in something, like you put your all into something and somebody's like hating on it.
That's you as well.
Yeah,
is that more common?
Started.
Is that like a more common thing?
Yeah, there's more extroverts than introverts.
Oh.
That's an extrovert personality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just never.
Is that like people pleasing?
It wouldn't be people. It's just group mentality.
It's kind of like you don't like getting roasted.
We are packful. Yeah. You know, we are like a pack. We run in groups. Like, you know what I'm saying? We run in groups. There's few that soul wolves, lonely wolves. We more of a group type of people.
I don't care about people's opinion.
Yeah, you a lonely wolf too. You a lonely wolf. You will go by yourself like you always talk about. In a lot of conversations we have on here, he'd be like, "Oh, okay, I can be by myself." Is that about my not? Would you consider yourself an extrovert or introvert?
Introvert.
Let me actually read out what because I just was reading it. That's the reason why I brought it up like this, because I was reading the differences between extrovert and introvert, and I'm gonna say it right now. Let me go to the what's it called?
You had it ready.
Nah, I ain't have it ready. If I had it ready, you'd
have been said.
It would have been there already.
I see what you're saying. You know what I mean.
All right, I'm not gonna read it. You read it since we don't hear your voice. Yeah.
Which part?
The extroverts. That's gonna tell you what an extrovert is.
Oh, just both columns.
Yep, because you can tell them.
Okay, extroverts. The question that dominates an extrovert's mind is, "What do others think of me?" They like what the group likes, and the group they belong to largely determines their opinion. Extroverts value external things, good meals, good clothes, and concrete enjoyment with others. Extroverts crave stimulation and attention from others. They are in search of new and novel sensations, not only like the hustle and bustle, but actively seeks it out. Is the extrovert as bold? If the extrovert is bold, they will actively seek out physical adventure. And then for introverts, it says, introverts are more sensitive and easily exhausted by too much outward activity. Introverts love thinking about their own ideas, and when they create an idea, they dislike promoting it. They find it distasteful. Introverts like to keep part of their lives separate and a secret from others. The bigger the crowd, the more lost and lonely they feel. It seems awkward, mistrustful, and uncomfortable with the attention they receive.
Yeah, no, just a couple.
You may notice tendencies in both sides, but generally people tend to be either extroverted or introverted.
The second one.
Extroverts and introverts have a hard time understanding each other, and this leads to them trying to throw their preferences on them and trying to change them. There are more extroverts than introverts in the world.
And wow. that's it. And that's the book, The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. Great book, 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And me, that's my core book in my life. But reading that, what's y'all thoughts on that? Listening to that. But let me ask you this, a better question. What do y'all consider yourself as looking at the list?
Based off the list, I'd be like 50-50.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I'm not one of the people, like, I'm not like you, like, I don't care what people think about me. Like, I care a little bit, but I'm still going to do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
now, did that be... Let me let you finish. You'll finish, yeah.
But, like, you know, there are times where, like, I'm out in public and I don't want to be bothered or I don't want to talk to nobody. But then there's other times where, like I feel fully articulate and like I want to connect with people. So like it just depends how I'm feeling that day, honestly.
Now, is that natural, or you came into that as of your age?
I think I was always more like outspoken and extroverted, especially when I was younger, and then kind of like dealing with people's opinions made me kind of go into a shell in certain situations. So I think the introverted side of it was like taught, like that wasn't like, you know.
I'm 100% introverted.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Off those definitions and everything. I couldn't, like, you use reading extrovert, I couldn't, like,
You
I
couldn't
didn't feel none of it. I couldn't relate to none of it.
That's crazy.
Which one under introvert was like the most?
Do you need the list again, or?
Yeah, let me see the list one more time. I'll probably have to say.
He's looking at the list to figure out which introvert characteristic he has the most of. I would say the most extrovert I had was the group mentality. That was me.
Probably, I don't know. Seems awkward, mistrustful, and uncomfortable with the attention they receive.
Do you think that's what people think of you when they look at you? Or do you just not care at all?
Nah, I think people look at me more like, they always see me as happy. Like, everybody explains me as like happy or chill. Like, that's most, like, every time somebody like explains me, it's either happy or chill. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't see myself as like, I see myself as chill.
I'm surprised it wasn't this one. Introverts are more sensitive and
That's what I thought it was
easily exhausted by too much outward activity.
Yeah.
Like when you're in big groups, are you just like, I want to go home? Like,
yeah, I don't like being around a lot of people.
yeah.
I have to have some alcohol in me to be around a lot of people. Simple as that. Yeah.
Which one do you resonate? Or you said both of them, so it's not really a resonate.
It's like
you.
50-50.
And you're extra.
Yeah, I'm an extrovert. Yeah, I'm an extrovert. That's what I really thought. I was like, oh, yep, I'm 100% for sure.
That confirmed it right there.
Yeah, after reading it. Like I said, I've been reading this book since I was like,
I know.
like 20, 19 and stuff. Yeah. So just revisiting it with the new mindset is definitely fulfilling. All right, so Devin asked me, how many Robert Greens have I read? And I'm going to reflect it because I kind of gave my answer right there. How many have you read?
I've only read 48 Laws of Power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
The guy that wrote 48 Laws.
obviously now. He's an author. He's an author. Yeah. I read 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction, The Laws of Human Nature, and I read a little bit of Mastery, like the first half of Mastery, but I ain't finished it. But yeah, those three. He's like one of my favorite authors.
Do you have a reason why you didn't finish Mastery?
Yes, I do. One is it got very similar to a lot of other books I read, a lot of self-help books. He was talking about mastering a subject, and I was like, I read a lot about that beforehand.
So you already mastered this subject.
Not really. I wouldn't say I mastered that subject because I can still finish it. It's not an excuse why I didn't finish it, but just it was really similar, and I didn't feel like I needed that information at that time. Okay. But that's the reason why I didn't finish it. Are you? No, let me get all the way back. We went too far down a path.
Yeah, we did.
We was talking about content creation, and we was talking about how he felt the views affected him, and he had to grow into it. And at the beginning, it said he made him want to quit. I got good memory. You see how I just put that out? You see how I just put that out? That was tough. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough for me. So looking at that, do the views and the opinion? Obviously, no. We just discovered that. Okay, bet.
It affects you a lot.
It doesn't matter to you, like
yeah, man. I quit something because of that. Yeah, I was writing a book when I was like a high schooler, and I was getting like they was speaking about my grammar and things of that nature. So I stopped writing the book. So I was getting views and everything.
Is this still happening to you?
Yes, bruh.
But it pushes you to stop doing things.
It pushes me to conform. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. Conform. Like. You know, I know what it means. But I can't.
Basically do what the group does.
Yeah.
It pushes me like to conform and like, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually had an example. I wasn't gonna talk about it in this podcast, but since we're here, I might as well bring it up. I might as well. Do
you think it goes back to like your intentions, or is it just?
That's just me.
How did it stop you?
Or is it just like insurmountable goals? Like, what do you think it is?
Nah, it's just like
because I have noticed that is a big thing. Like people telling you things like it's a big thing for you.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't know why. I don't know why.
But say using different words, telling me different, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was not a very descriptive way of saying it to me. What did you mean by that?
You lost a whole relationship over words. A big relationship. That's what I'm saying. I don't take people's words to heart. I don't know if it's because it's just how I grew up or what it is. I don't take people's words to heart. I don't know. Completely.
No, that's real life. That's.
I kind of be like, all right, you voiced your opinion. I don't care about your opinion. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know
now,
what
if it's like a genuine critique to you, like they're not.
Oh yeah,
trying to
you gotta take.
disrespectful.
Yeah. If it's not disrespect, they're coming at me respectfully. Yeah, like it's a constructive criticism.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to take constructive criticism. But if it's not constructive criticism, they hating. Like, you suck. Your videos are trash. Yeah. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay, and you're not making videos.
I wasn't able to differentiate that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to differentiate. My sarcasm is very low. I'm not like a very sarcastic person, and I don't know when people's being sarcastic. I'm very serious, and I take things to heart. So when people would say things about me, I wasn't able to tell if they was joking or not. That's why remember the roast battles, I took it so offensive because I couldn't tell where it came from. I couldn't differentiate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So it's difficult for me. That's the thing for me. I'm not very I'm goofy, but I'm not like really.
Not like a roast. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like roasting goofy.
I'm just a goofy, happy person. I'm happy, so I'll be a little funny and stuff. But when it's serious, I had to learn how to differentiate that though. Did you have to deal with that?
I mean, I'm pretty sarcastic, but I don't know. I feel like it goes back to intentions with me. Like what I said had a certain intent, and if you didn't get it, you might not just be the type of audience that needs to hear it.
That's where you at now.
Yeah.
Where you at beforehand? Because that's what I'm talking about more so like the beginning. So I'm there now. I still get pulled into it. Like sometimes I'll get in the slumber. It's like, oh my God, I gotta kind of cut myself off and be in a dark room or something to get my thoughts back right.
In the beginning, I would say just like certain things people would say would affect me a little bit more. It would have more pull, but it still wouldn't stop me from doing what I wanted to do. Like it was just like it was more of a fork in the road than anything, and it was just like, oh, do they not like it? It didn't make me reflect on the content, more so on me. Like, do these people not like me? Am I not relatable? But as I've kind of kept going, it's like there's gonna be people that like you, and people that hate you, and you just gotta find a group of people that really like you.
See, I was so far down the path. He halfway there, Brad. What people thought about me would stop me from doing things I wanted.
That's all I'm about to say. Like, you can't let that,
I'm
gonna do what I want no matter what.
Yeah, then we're talking to the people who watching. It's not me now.
Yeah.
Junior year, I broke out that shit. I remember I was so opinionated on a group. I wouldn't tell the group who I really liked, like woman-wise, and who thought I was attractive because I didn't know how they would feel about it. So I just agree with what they thought was attractive. Like, oh yeah, she cool. It wasn't until junior year, bro. Like when I went out with what's her name? That was a huge thing for me, bro. Because she wasn't, the group ain't really, you know what I'm saying? That was a huge step for me.
That's crazy.
Like I was
never care about nobody's opinion like that.
Yeah. Was it a problem just people going against your opinion, or like having to defend yours, or like where do you think that came from? Like, do you not like defending your opinion, especially if you're going against the majority?
Or you just care about people's opinion of you, how they look at you?
That the second one, and not being an outcast, not being like estranged and looked at, critiqued.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be critiqued. Like, oh, like you know what I'm saying?
For instance, like say you would have 12 out of 30.
But right. I like that 12 out of 30.
For example, you like that 12 out of 30.
Yeah, I like that 12 out of 30.
You want to be with that 12 out of 30 because other people be like,
at that
why
time,
is he with her?
At that, you keep pointing at me like it's now.
At that time. I know, I'm just.
Yeah, at that time, yes, for sure. Yeah, I would not, even though I liked her like really a lot, I would not because of the group.
Yeah. So you put off what you wanted to appease
everybody else.
Yeah. And it wasn't really appeasing because it wasn't that serious.
It wasn't that nobody cared.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. You was just overthinking about it.
Yeah, I was overthinking it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how they would think about it, so I always would stop. Like, I don't know how they're gonna think, so I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to lock up, like, bro. I used to get nonchalant. I used to get super
crazy.
like that was a real obstacle for me, and I got over it. So I'm not like that now. I do what I want. But speaking of, it happened recently.
What?
That right there. I went to the gym.
Listen.
Like it's still like these obstacles are still in my life. It's crazy. At 24 years old, I went to the gym. I was with Shaq. I was with your brother, Nisa. I was gonna say names. Shaq, Nisa, BJ. It was this chick over there, and I was like, dang, I like her. I don't know what they're gonna think if I go over there and talk to her. Like, what the type of words they gonna say? Like, cause she ain't all that either though.
Yeah.
But I liked her. So I was thinking in my head, I wasn't gonna do it.
You should have been like, you was probably thinking, where Derecho at? I know, I would have asked him.
Yeah, nah, bro. I would have, you know what I'm saying? And I had to like shake off, like, bro, fuck it, bro. Just fuck it. Just fuck it. Yeah, and I just fuck it and go do it. And I ended up doing it. I wasn't gonna let myself stop at that. But that was a real thing, though.
Does this create more cons or pros in your life?
Cons.
Okay.
100%.
Y'all hear this, right?
It's 100%.
Don't listen to nothing nobody gotta say. Simple as that.
When it comes to opinions that you desire.
Yes, 100%. Listen to. That's not true always. I can't say
it's
that.
like you said, constructive criticism.
Yeah, take constructive criticism.
Let me switch it there, because you didn't hear what I got.
Sorry, go ahead.
Outfits. If you rock with this outfit and you ask them, like, why are you asking?
Why are
First
you
off,
asking anybody?
no, I'm talking more so in that sense, like where it's completely subjective.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like how a girl look, that's completely subjective.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You may be unsure, like, is she? Like, oh no, is she my type? So then you'll ask, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you think about her? And if they say yeah, it's more of a green, which is kind of crazy.
It shouldn't be like that though. It should be based solely off your opinion.
But we're group nature, like you said, extroverts is more than that.
Yeah, 100%.
How you think about that?
Now, sorry, this kind of go back on the extrovert introvert thing. You remember it said introverts and extroverts usually don't get along much. Ain't that kind of crazy?
That's been me my whole life. I've been getting around along with opposite people my whole life. I've just been that much of a people person.
I guess me too.
Introverts hate it when extroverts try to get them out of their shell.
Yep.
I hate it.
Yeah.
So much. This nigga does it all the time.
Yeah, I do. I do. But I had to learn how to work around it too, because I do it right. This is. Have you ever did that before?
What?
Like try to get an introvert out their shell?
I mean, not in a way that's like pushing them to go and do it because I think they need to or that there's something wrong with them, but just because like I feel like you're missing out on certain opportunities by being a recluse.
Facts. And that's why I do it.
Mm-hmm.
The way I was doing it could have been done differently and got the same result. So you must realize when you are hitting your head against the wall, but you keep hitting your head against the wall because you want to get what's behind the wall, maybe you should use your fist. Basically noticing, this is going to come from an example with the ratio. He know exactly what I'm talking about, huh?
What you talking about?
Oh, he don't know what I'm talking about. So at the club, it was this baddie, or she was cool. I give her like a 17 minimum. The red hair chick at the club. Yes. So she was right there, and he liked her, and I knew he liked her. And she had a friend. And he just was not trying to talk to her. Me not realizing that I'm hitting my head and I could switch up tactics. I was like, bro, just talk to her, bro, just talk to her. I kept saying, talk to her, push her to talk to her. Instead, what I usually do is, or what I would have did now, looking at it and knowing I'm more fluid, like on some water, I would have just went to the group of girls and introduced myself and then brought them over, because that's how I do it. That's how I do it.
100% would have worked. I ain't have enough drink in me, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's real, you know what I'm saying? That's like, but that would have got me the goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, because I could have just went over there and introduced myself, and then I would have brought them over, because I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we do that all the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It actually ended up happening after that.
Yeah.
Legit.
But you didn't walk up on her? Or she walked up on us?
I walked up on her.
Yeah, I thought you walked up on her. But you knew her, though.
Yeah, I did know her.
Do you be going outside to the club?
I don't go to the club, but like, I be on campus. I be seeing fine shit all the time.
What school you go to?
Stan State.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. They got him out there.
Mm-hmm.
How, I didn't even ask you about that. God damn, we went straight into motherfucking topics, huh? Let's take a little break right now. Hold on, what you doing? Hold on. You going to Stan State? What you doing there?
Yeah, I'm a year away away from graduating.
Okay.
Studying computer science and stuff.
How's that been?
It's been a struggle, man, but, you know, trying to keep them grades up. Just doing what I'm supposed to do.
Why struggle?
Just the job market, bro. Just knowing that, like, it's so hard to find a job doing what it is I want to do. Even finding jobs I don't want to do. Like, that's how cooked the job market is right now. Like, and just knowing that I'm only in school for this specific goal, and I don't know, not being on campus as much is kind of just like this extra thing I got to do, like this extra responsibility. So
you're
just
kind of scared of what's after.
a little bit, but that's only because this is something I'm being I feel forced to do. Like, I'm in school because I want to be, but ultimately, like, it could go any way it wants to. Like, I could end up doing this job or end up in this career. Like, it's not really up to me, if that makes sense.
The uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
The uncertainty.
That's what I don't like.
Is
like,
producing feelings negative. Set that shit backward.
Yeah, you did.
Still hit though.
Yeah.
But it's just like, how are you supposed to go to school every single day knowing, like, damn, this degree might not matter? Like, there's people, master's degrees, PhDs, and they can't even get a job at Starbucks. You know what I mean? So.
What you guys say about that? I got something to say, but what you gotta say?
I don't have nothing to say about that. I feel like there's I don't know what do you want to do after?
With my degree?
Yeah, what do you do?
So I'm big into the AI thing, like, just, you know,
Oh,
software.
then you should know it's gonna be some work for you after that. Then AI is just now getting started.
what they require at these big tech companies specifically, like, especially if you go to San Francisco, is they want the best of the best. They want you to have like, the baseline is like, they want master's degrees, they want PhDs, and you gotta be a certain type of individual with a certain number, like, of experience, years doing it. You know, before it was even a popular thing that people were getting into. Now, like, if you go to college in computer science in general, it's like so impacted. It's so hard to get in that position in the first place. Like, you're competing with so many people now, and it's just like, am I going to have the opportunity that I think I'm going to? Yeah. And that's not certain. That's not guaranteed.
That makes sense.
Now, one thing I want to say about that is two things. I'm gonna say the first one right here. Are you creating now?
What do you mean?
With your field, like, are you using the code?
Oh yeah, like
what's your portfolio?
Outside of school, yeah, I have a portfolio doing, like, building projects and working on stuff that's not related to academia. But, you know, everybody's doing that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's reading the same books, following the same tutorials, and going through the same things. So it's like,
no. You only creating what you read?
No, but it's just like we're the thing with AI is it's in such a beginner stage that there's only so much you can do, and the hardware only goes as far as whatever
I get it.
You know what I mean? Like, however far it is now. Like, if you want to go any further, you got to have intricate hardware. Like, you got to be pushing boundaries in other areas.
So, one thing, this may come off very weird. Not weird in that sense, but, like, this is where my focus is at with it. This is where we get creative. This is where we get innovative. Could you say you're doing everything you can to the fullest potential of what you have? You are?
I would think so.
Okay. And then from that point, when you say it like that, what I do when I know that, I throw my hands in the air and I let it be what it is, because at the end of the day, I'm doing everything I can. How can I be disgruntled? How can I feel these certain ways about something I really can't even control? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just do what I can here, have my little plans. I have plans on my wall all over, like this is a fucking mastermind. Have my plan, make sure I'm completing that. But I'm also, because at a certain point, things get normal. You're going to normalize what you're doing, and it's going to free up mental space, and you're going to be able to look at something else that you can control. You know what I'm saying? That's more in your hands. So while you're doing that, you can still be kind of on your free time, all time, creating something else on the side. If that make any sense.
Yeah, like controlling what you can control and not worrying about other things that are external. But I think naturally, like, especially if, like, it's something you care about and you genuinely want to succeed in, like, you're gonna worry about those things, and it's gonna because
How long has it been? Because I had something like that, and I learned how to put that down and just put your head down in the trenches.
I mean, like, I'm gonna do the work regardless, you know. But like, I've been in school for 3 years now, and it's like from day one, it was always for the purpose of, oh, I'm gonna get a job when I'm finished. It was never just like I'm in school just to get a degree, and you know, so I've been eyeing the job market for all this time, you know. But there's never been that level of certainty, like, and that's college in general. There's never been that level of certainty, like just because you get a degree doesn't mean you're gonna go get it.
And that's. Are you networking?
Yeah.
You were networking too?
Yeah.
So then, what sucks about that is, right? This is really what it is. His whole expectations determined by somebody else.
Yeah.
That's what's unfortunate about it, because he went to get a degree for a job. Now that the jobs ain't like, you know, there's nothing he could do to create it. Like, you could create a job, right? You can, but like I said, he's doing everything he can.
Yeah, you gotta do a lot
but
of work.
it's like your future is determined upon somebody else. So it's like it creates that feeling of uncertainty. And I personally don't like that feeling at all. So I try to create some type of tangible in my hands. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit lame as hell.
I mean,
No, like, I'm so serious.
No, I know, I know.
What?
I know you're serious, but that's just funny how you said it.
Yeah, like, that's like, what? Imagine they all wiped and now you just got this degree. Like, I be thinking about that shit, like, because I be trading. I'm really good at it. 60% win rate this month. Yeah. But
You remind me of like a unhood dude. I ain't never gonna work a job. What the hell like working a job?
It's not even about that. Like, that's I'm not trying to come off like that. I'm not trying to come off like that. That's a regular way of thinking about it. But it's like just the Insta. Like, that's a real thing he dealing with. I know there's so many other people dealing with that right now.
Yeah. So it's a lot of impacted
careers.
Yeah, so many impacted
professions.
Careers. Yeah. Hell yeah, nursing is so impacted. There's so many impacted everything.
Yeah, and that's like a real thing. And it's just like, let me read this quote.
Like, one thing,
you're
getting into something that's like, you know, is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably 24, right? 24, 25. Yeah. So you got all these years. You know, AI is still gonna be going and going. Something's gonna pop up. Right. You're gonna find something no matter what. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like nursing. We always gonna need a nurse. I don't give a fuck how many new computers come out for all this crazy shit. We always gonna need a nurse or a doctor or something like that. Something like that. Or cooking. We always gonna need food.
Right.
It's like computers. We always gonna be using computers. Simple as that. And with that degree, you're gonna be able to get into something.
Now, this ain't completely on you, but I feel like there's something merit in it. But you already know, like, I'm not, what's the best way to say this? I'm just giving perspective on how I think on what you're going through. That's all. I'm not trying to change how you. I'm not telling you to take this advice. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just put my mind in your shoes. And I had this little quote right here. Booker T. Washington. Booker.
It's like 4
You can read
episodes
that.
late.
It's pretty longer. Yeah.
Among a large class, there seemed to be a dependence upon the government for every conceivable thing. The members of this class had little ambition to create a position for themselves, but wanted the federal officials to create one for them. How many times I wished then, and have often wished since, that by some power of magic I might remove the great bulk of these people into the country districts and plant them upon the soil, upon the solid and never deceptive foundation of Mother Nature, where all nations and races that have ever succeeded have gotten their start. A start that at first may be slow and toilsome, but one that nevertheless is real.
How y'all feel about that quote? What that? You know what I'm saying?
Long ass quote. I don't even know what it was talking about.
I feel like, I mean, just what we've been talking about, like that level of uncertainty is still present, like even in content creation. Like if we go back, like nothing is guaranteed, but you know, when you're starting out in anything, like there's always that level of like, is this the right path for me to go down? But I think that the differentiating factor between college and, like, for example, content creation for me is I feel like there's a distinct timeline of when I'd want to succeed going and getting this degree and getting a job versus where the thing I'm passionate about doesn't have a timeline. Does that make sense? So I feel like when you're doing something and you're also fighting time simultaneously, that makes it a little bit more challenging. That makes it feel like there's missteps along the way, in my opinion.
I see what you're saying. I did the same thing. Can you relate to what he's saying? I'm gonna talk about it. Can you relate? I did the same thing in football. We have so much expectation, and we are consistently comparing ourselves to that and where we are at with it in the time frame that we have right now. And what that is doing is creating a whole lot of stress.
Sounds like an extrovert type of issue.
I think that's a human issue.
No. Comparing yourself to...
You're not comparing to nobody else.
Huh?
You're not comparing yourself to somebody else.
What are you comparing it to then?
Where you think
Your expectations.
Your expectations.
Okay. Yeah, that is a human. Okay. I thought you were saying like comparing to somebody else.
No. Your expectations of what you visualize yourself, what you imagine yourself at. I had to learn because I still do, but I know how to get around it. Performance anxiety. So for me to get around that, and it's a real extrovert thing, like I was saying, because it's the eyes of others is making me have anxiety. How I had to get around that, I literally had to learn how to be helpless. You know how I learned how to be helpless? Gambling. I learned how to be helpless because I never in my whole life not been able to critique what I've been doing for improvement. Football, there's always a better technique. Football, there's always a better way to look at the play. Football, there's always a better place to look at your eyes when you're playing bump and run. Football, there's this. There's so many things you could change about your performance. Trading, there's always a better strategy. Trading, there's always a better indicator to use. Trading, or your physical, mental could be better. You're trading, there's always some things you could change. And gambling, once you put them chips in,
it's out of your control.
It's out of your control. There's nothing you could change. I did everything the best I could, and it still lost.
Gotta believe in the harder cards.
You gotta just that nigga hella funny. You gotta know that in the long run, your behavior will be rewarded. That you doing everything right is gonna. Let me put it like this. This is how I gotta run. Literally, in the long run, me doing things right will. Me doing everything right will conquer variance. It will conquer the unluckiness in life. Because if I keep performing right, it's going to keep giving me, you know what I'm saying? It's rare that you performing excellent is not rewarded. So I had to learn that, okay, let me focus on performing. Let me focus on this little thing. Let me focus on doing this correctly. Let me focus on doing this to the best of my ability. And then letting that be what it is. You know what I'm saying? And learning how to really be helpless. I had to literally learn how to be helpless. That's a real thing.
Yeah, that happens. I guess that happens pretty often. You kind of got to do that with a lot of things.
Like what he talk about, like with the job, like you know what I'm saying, like he helpless.
You know, you're doing everything you need to do.
Like he completely like if it comes to that and it's at the end of the course and there ain't shit there, I did everything I could and I left it on the floor.
Yep, it's like you got a car, you're doing all the maintenances, the oil changes, all of that, and the shit breaks down. That's not your fault. You did everything you can. Simple as that.
And that's just variance. That's just you know what I'm saying, bad luck. But knowing that my good working ethic is gonna conquer that because there's only so many times you're gonna be unlucky. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you like doing your best and shit.
Yeah, you doing your best. You're doing everything you can. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. You just gotta, and if you're in that position, when the shit is out your hands, you gotta learn how to be helpless. Nigga, gamble, go play poker. Nigga, go like, you know what I'm saying? Learn like that shit sucks. You winning. The last card kills you. They win. You know how that feel?
Yeah,
terrible.
So, how that mind, how them thoughts, how you take those thoughts?
I'm somebody that like obsesses over control. Like I love control.
The facts. That's real life.
So you know when things are out of my hands, like it goes back to YouTube. Like the views are not in my hands.
Yep.
Like, but you know, being it like that's why I obsess so much about the production and the quality of everything is because that's what I can control. You know what I'm saying? So the things that I can't control, like I try not to dwell on them, but you know they're still in the back of my mind. I worry about them because it's like I'm doing everything I can and I'm still not seeing the success I'm after. Like you know that weighs on you over time. And so you know I think something I need to do is start letting go of that and still. You know, doing what I enjoy doing or doing what I have to do, despite not receiving those results.
We talked about that in Jerome's episode.
Yeah.
But that shit real life though. This real thing we talking about that people are dealing with. I learned it through poker and being helpless and just understanding like shit. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did what I did and I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Like, fuck you too. But that's just wrong. I don't know why I said that. But how you feel about those thoughts? Can you say that? Can you relate to what? Because I'm the same way. Like hella control. I want to intricate details. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or are you like that?
Nah, not at all.
Just going with the flow and shit.
I feel like that's because though, like I always grew up with like my whole life was like not in my control. Like, damn near like, my whole life, all the way till I moved out, pretty much. And then that's when I kind of learned that. That's when I started learning a lot of stuff, pretty much by myself. When I moved out by myself, that's when I started learning a lot of stuff. Simple as that. You learn a lot when you move out.
So you used to being helpless.
Yeah, been used to being helpless.
That's a real skill then.
Like,
I think that's a skill, bro. Like learning how to be helpless.
Oh yeah,
I think
grew up.
that's a skill.
Yeah, all the shit that.
But there's a fine line though. There's people who.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta know.
Cause you'll be like, fuck it, like you wouldn't do anything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Cause
You gotta know, like, not to, especially once you reach a certain age, you can't just say fuck it. You can't just be completely helpless and just give up. Simple as that.
So you gotta have a fine line.
Yep. Ain't no giving up. Simple as that.
That's crazy. Okay, so we was talking about content creation and struggles and shit. That was obviously the struggle he had. Reviews and shit. We're gonna go to the next topic. Fuck that topic. How y'all thought about that topic though?
Good topic. Long conversation.
That topic
We
was
went on about a lot of stuff right there.
that topic was hella. We're gonna switch. We're gonna be a little bit lighter. It's not lighter. It's still negative, but lighter. Heartbreak.
Oh man.
How y'all
That's
got
lighter, bro.
How was that lighter?
Bruh, that's more. I can crack more jokes at that. Like I'm more serious about the other shit. Cause I ain't got my heart broken.
My heart
You
did
haven't?
broken.
Hell no.
Man.
That's not light.
That's light to me.
Your heart ain't been broken. Of course it's
Yeah,
light.
it's light to me. I can laugh about that shit. I like that.
I can laugh now.
I can laugh.
So y'all, so let me say this. Let's start real
I don't care about
simple and
that. Yeah.
strategic. Have y'all had y'all heart broken?
Oh yeah.
100%.
Man.
Tell the story.
We went over this story.
All right,
but-
you then.
To be brief, cause the story.
Or
gonna
no,
be
yeah,
a long
because he
story
probably
tomorrow.
never heard it, so you can tell your story too.
Simple as together for 5 years,
Mm.
and just didn't want to be together.
And it
Simple.
wasn't up to him.
It wasn't up to me.
She
Simple.
told him.
I mean, after it was up to me, then I said no. But it was. But at that time, yes, my heart was broken. That's why I said no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
Man.
Don't give brief. We want to know some details. Or is it raw still, or just raw?
No.
Yeah.
This old work. Just like
It's
the
hard to get
constant.
heartbroken after the first.
Yeah, like it don't really hit the same after.
Nah,
Like
it
I already
ain't.
dealt with this. Like,
Yeah.
even now when I'm talking to new people, it's just like I've
ain't
been down
the
this
same.
road, bro. Like I know how the game goes. But
Yeah.
my heartbreak, my first heartbreak, bro, it was just a lot of push and pull. Like back and forth, breaking up, getting back together, just constantly like I don't know, like in competition with each other. Like it's just weird. Like we wouldn't fight or argue, but it was just like stuff I was doing, toxic. Like stuff I was doing was never enough, and vice versa. And it was just, I don't know, it was just long and drawn out. But I feel like if y'all know about Eminem and Kim, his wife, like just constantly fighting, but still coming back to each other at the end of the day. That's kind of what it was like. But I don't know, when you share something with somebody that's deep like that, it's hard to get over that, and then it's hard to transfer that to somebody else. Like,
So how that turned to heartbreak though? That seemed like motherfucking regular shit to me.
For me personally, because this is like the first person that I experienced love with, and to lose that is not something that.
But you said y'all was getting back together.
I'm trying to tell you, Jerome. Like
No,
you
but
really,
he said y'all was getting back together. That's why I was like confused.
In terms of the relationship, but how things ended and
Exactly.
like that final stamp on the relationship, like we're never getting back together again. Like,
was it a behavior thing, or was it like you did this wrong? Like
being done with the back and forth, but also there was like other complications in the mix, like just who, like we were going separate ways and like dealing with life things and like moving states and stuff like that. So
it's always shit like that. It's always gonna have this the little things in between. You know what I'm saying? Little complications.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you deal with it?
Took a long time, bro.
How many days? How many years? How many months?
I would say once it was finalized that we was done, probably another like 3 years.
Oh my fucking god!
Just because.
Whoa!
3
years?
Yeah, man.
3 years? Okay, hold on.
Be done with
all right, hold on. Yeah. I gotta question this. Don't even justify. I gotta ask this.
Was the coochie that good?
No.
He said no, it wasn't working. I swear. No, that was stupid.
Who were you heartbroken?
Very introspective.
Okay. 3 years. Oh my god. What actions did introspective Devin take? Like, what did that look like, bro? Like, was you able to talk to others? Was you in your room? Like, what did that look like?
Was you grinding how you grind now?
I was grinding way more. Like, there was no breaks. Like how we talked earlier about reward system, there was none of that. It was just work. Whatever I could do to occupy my mind. Because not necessarily like the thoughts would take over and like, you get sad and stuff, but it was just not something I wanted to dwell on anymore. So I would drown myself in work.
Okay. That got me thinking, is that the best way to get about it? Because 3 years is a long time.
No, it's not. Getting back out and like remembering to live your life, like just like hanging around your friends or being
confused. Say it again. Getting back out, live your life. Wait.
You go into a shell. Like
okay.
you lost somebody that was important to you. You lost somebody that you did
think,
everything with.
Jerome, bro, like you be like, nigga, me personally, I lived with this person for like 4 years, damn near, with them every single day, like daily, every single day. Then they just gone completely.
I had that.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Bro, I say my grandma, my nigga.
Okay, I'm talking about like like somebody you intimate with. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think. Was there a difference?
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta try it out. I never did that shit before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I never did.
But
I probably ain't gonna be heartbroken. I ain't never gonna be heartbroken.
Do you think you ever loved really somebody else? Like,
I mean, what I thought was love, yeah.
Okay, well.
But y'all making it seem like there's deeper versions.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's really different, bro. Like when it comes to relationships, like you really think like a lot different, bro. Like you really don't care. Like I don't care how much you say you loved her or whatever. You really do not care. Like unless like from what you tell me, like you really just don't care.
I'll say
me personally, I never like talked to another woman. Like you was flirting with other women, trying to get at other women while you was with that woman. You don't love her.
Was I doing that?
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I was doing that.
You told me that. I can name some. I ain't gonna name them.
Okay, I guess I was doing that. Let's move on. I know dudes who say they love women and they be doing the same.
Yeah, but
I don't think that's a testament.
I'm just saying
they make the whole spiel now like
it's crazy. I understand why he felt like that for 3 years. When you with somebody for so long.
No, stop. Let's have him talk.
Nah, keep going.
Hold
like,
on,
I explained it already.
You explained it. 3 years of
it's not 3 years of.
All right,
it wasn't just straight.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's get this right here. How would you rather have went about it? That's what we was on. No. Instead of just working.
Here's the thing, bro. Like you get in a relationship with somebody, and this is the type of thinking I wish I had back then. Is that like a relationship is gonna have compromise, right? But sacrificing who you are to fit a mold so that you can be with somebody is not the way to go about it. Like you still need to have your individual life and they have theirs. And y'all bring that together and y'all can share whatever it is that y'all share. But, when you're extremely devoted to somebody and to the point where you feel like you're losing part of yourself, and then you lose this person, you just lost part of yourself now. So, that's why I say it took me time to get back to being myself. Like doing the things like, what do I like to do? Or who do I like to kick it with? That's why it took as long as it did. And dealing with that, like rediscovering myself almost.
Now, that makes me think of Bruce Lee. That nigga went from water to Pepsi. That nigga changed who he was. Yeah. But the second part, you know what I'm saying? I'm an amazing man. Amazing man. Baby,
still thinking about what we was talking
about.
Hey,
hold on, baby. You can be devoted to me just like that. I won't break your heart. Just like that. I like that shit. When they devoted like that, bro, what? I'm a control freak. I'm not a control freak like that, but I'm a control freak. Like, I'm an undercover type of it's all terrible words. There's a better word I can say for that. I'm an undercover
leader,
influencer.
I'm a leader. That's what you are.
I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm a leader. And she devoted for the cause. Devoted to the cause. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it'll never be like that, baby. But that right there, what? Give me a woman that's like that. Come on, bro. I'll turn into a millionaire. But what was I finna say? Boom, boom. But you never gave, like, you started it off like as a gym, and like if I knew this, you did say it. Say it again. You did say it. Say it again. What you should have knew, like more, like laid out, because you kind of went. It was at the end.
It was divergent. Yeah, I mean,
like I say, I know. Let me bring it back.
Staying true to who you are and not letting the relationship change you. Like, the relationship's going to change you, but like keeping yourself like intact, like as you go through the relationship. Like, no matter who you meet, you got to be yourself. No matter what people are saying on the internet, making content, you got to be yourself. And like, once you start compromising that, that's when the negative changes start to come into play, because now you're trying to appeal to somebody else rather than being true to yourself.
That's tough. That's facts, though. No, that's facts. What does that make me feel? How does that make me think? What does that make me?
You can't relate to it.
You know, it's not a.
You've never been heartbroken.
Yeah, you can't relate to it.
I'm taking it like how the viewers are gonna take it who hasn't been heartbroken.
Yeah.
Who hasn't been heartbroken?
Yeah, I'm one of them. And that makes me so excited. I can't wait. I
don't think you're gonna get heartbroken. I don't think you will be heartbroken.
I don't either, Brad. Because I'm a great guy. I'm just an amazing guy.
I'm telling you, like, I don't think, like, you had things happen to you and a nigga, my heart would have been devastated. Simple as that.
I mean, heartbreak's obviously like an investment emotionally, but I feel like it's also a mental thing. Like, the more you sit there and dwell on it, the worse it is. So, like, I could have been over that shit in a day, but you know, the constant thinking back and, you know, going through old messages and shit, like
the nostalgia.
Yeah, it's like opening old
seeing
wounds.
the memories and shit. Yeah.
That nigga like torture.
But the thing is, like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He said, open up. All I saw was the scab. He just peeling at it.
It off.
That's all I did.
No.
Hell no.
It didn't take that long for me. About a year.
It took you a year? This nigga was going crazy 2 months after. No, I'm playing.
I want
to put that type of image up about.
But you could also be doing that to mask.
You could still like have feeling like I still for sure have. I was still it knows. You know, like we was done, but I was still
You could be doing things to cope with it also, like that make you look like you're over it, but
and
you're
that's
not.
what the work was coping, huh? For you.
It was just dealing with it by myself. Like I never wanted to make it anyone else's problem. I never wanted to take my frustration out on somebody else. I didn't want to go get another girl just because I was feeling hurt. Like, so I dealt with it solo. I dealt with it in solitude. That's why, you know, it might have taken longer because of that. But, you know, I wasn't using coping mechanisms. Like, I used it as a chance to say, okay, this didn't work out. What can I still do? To be happy.
I love it. That's amazing.
Can't wait till the next relationship.
No, that's how it strikes with me, because I want all those challenges, bro. Like people be looking at me like, oh no, like bro, like I look at it like I can't wait to see how I could influence somebody to that extent. I can't wait to see how. Cause I'm a great person and I know how to communicate really well. Why you laugh?
It's just the way you saying things just make you seem like a funny
like
person.
Like ego.
Like a funny person, bro.
Nah, say it. Speak on it, 'cause I don't know what you're talking about.
Like
say it.
You sound like a leader. Simple as that. Like, oh, when I would get these girls, I can't wait to do this and this. That's what it sounds like to me personally.
I think you have a good mindset when it comes to like you're open to experiencing it, but once you're in it, I think things might be a little different.
No.
I think so 100% too. That's what I said. That's what I said too. I said, watch, you gonna get one girl, you gonna get stuck in a relationship. Simple, like all this chat.
And you know what's crazy? That has happened to me. The old Jerome that happened to. But this new Jerome, this new Jerome, hold on, this new Jerome, that was a real thing, bro. Women used to derail me. I was like, bro, I'll lock in with this woman right now.
I know.
What?
I know.
This new Jerome, no, he gotta. I say this. I pledge allegiance to my wall of goals. Talk about it. Talk about it. I pledge allegiance to my wall of goals. I will rise and not fold. Yes. Yes.
You made a whole.
Yes. Pledge allegiance to my wall of goals. I will rise and not fold. You know what I'm saying? I look at it every day. So basically what I'm saying is I will always make sure my actions are aligned with my long-term goal.
Yeah.
No matter how I feel. That's what I learned.
Also, you ain't gonna fall in love.
I'm not. As I know.
So you don't feel like you could give your all to a relationship, at least right now?
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
I could.
You could?
Hell yeah.
You just don't want to.
It has to be boundaries. I can't. There's certain things I can't do. Like, for instance, right now, I can't see her often. Like, there's just no way. Unless you hear, and then when you hear, I wouldn't even want you to hear, because when you hear, I'm 100% on. Like, when I'm around, I'm 100%, you got all my attention. So I can't even have that. So through the week, through these 4 to 5 days right here, I can't even see you besides calls when I wake up, when I'm at night. You know what I'm saying? Like how I was with that one chick. The only times we talking and probably texting, but into the weekend. So that's a clear boundary right there that I had to, you know what I'm saying, that they'll have to go through.
Military.
Yeah, no, like it's real life. You know what I'm saying? Like I got like a strict, like I'm trying to grow something, so I can still have it, but it's gonna be like kind of like real boundaries around it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna think you in jail.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
They only call me in the morning and at night.
Yeah.
I think that's what most people in relationships fall into a trap of, is not setting in boundaries and like compromising the stuff they want to do. Like you said, you're trying to grow something. Yeah. Whether people get in a relationship and say, okay, well, this needs to take a step back because I need to focus on my relationship.
Never.
Where things go.
I've seen the ramifications of that. I hated it. Like I seen it. Like you don't understand how infuriating that made me. Everything going well professionally, but personally is folding. So now I just threw a person out. But that person is like, it's not focused. That person is not applying themselves because of the feelings.
Yeah, now it's affecting their business.
Like it makes me realize you have to still do it, even though you may not be feeling like you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like you don't want to do it. So I learned how to get over that. Like recognize, I pledge allegiance to my wall of goals. I will rise and not fold. So every time I read that, no matter how I'm feeling, I still gotta do what's on that wall. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no matter what, them bills gotta be paid.
Yeah. If you ain't with it, you gotta step.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But you gotta know like me talking like that, I have to know my capabilities too. Like if I'm moving like that, then I can't really expect to have multiple women. Yeah. Like I had to find one that's really locked in with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you're on this type of timing you're on right now.
Yeah, I can't.
There's no possible way.
There's no possible way.
You barely have time for one.
Yeah, so I had to be like this and then lock her in.
I think that's gonna become an issue later on in life too.
I'm gonna start living. I
know.
I hope.
But I'm just saying.
What's gonna be?
Women take a lot of time, bro.
They do a whole lot.
They ain't gonna be no issues.
They take a lot, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I like, you know what I'm saying? My time blocks is set, and I will use those as times to get away. If that make any sense. Yeah. Like, there is valid reasons to have alone time, and they say you need alone time to create feelings of desire and keep everything fresh and things of that nature. So you're never, what you say, you're too dependent. Yeah. Because while I'm doing this, what you gonna be doing? You gotta go do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I need you busy.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be busy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't crowded me. Like, I need this time to grow something.
No, that makes sense. Boundaries.
But that's my thoughts on it. And take it a step further. There's a positive to being like that. Y'all know that, right?
Like what?
Like kind of putting your foot down. And like,
you get more time to yourself is the only positive I can hear from.
No. It's the respect they have for you, for one.
Yeah.
Like you're able to put that.
Yeah, your time is more valuable.
Yeah, so they'll know it's a different type of treat. How they would treat you would be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But their time matters too. You see what I'm saying?
Remember I saw Out of Reality. When you are with them, their time matters. So when you with them, I got 100% attention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% focused. I'm 100% putting things that's gonna make the relationship even better. But at the same time, I'm stabbing them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. See the thing. That's the thing about women. They want as much as they can possibly get. That's what I think is about the woman, the species of woman. If you give them that 100%, they want 112. They don't want that 100%. They want 112 plus an extra 2 hours on top of it.
And mind you, this all, I was telling my cousin just last night, all Theo. That means like,
all I'm gonna say.
Fuck, what's the word, bro? Theo. I said, Theo, this is all like in the head. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't battle tested yet. So when I battle test it, I'll let y'all know the real. Yeah, theoretical. Yeah, it is all theoretical.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, theory. It's all theory.
It's all theoretical.
Yeah, it's all theory. So when I battle test it, I'll let y'all know.
For you to be able to have this many women and limit them all on this time limit that you limited on,
so right now, it's not even gonna be like that, bro. It's like, bro, when I start moving like that, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of things I'm doing now. I'm gonna keep it 100.
No, that's true. That's just true.
It's gonna be like my day's gonna be real open.
You still ain't gonna have enough time. They gonna have side niggas. Simple as that. I'm just letting you know. I'm just telling you that right now. They gonna have side niggas.
That's where the battle testing gonna come in at. So we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be entertaining.
Simple as that.
I don't know how long the podcast been going, but I feel like that's 4. I stopped the camera 4 times.
I think
was that 4 times?
Was that 4? Yeah.
Because that's about 2 hours of 4.
Yeah. It's 8 o'clock.
So how'd you like it? You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. How you like the vibe?
It was cool, bro. I like how the conversations flows. Like you wasn't going too much off of the topics you had made. Like you let us talk about things and take it a step further or take it somewhere that maybe you hadn't originally planned.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what you're supposed to do with a podcast. Is like obviously have a like a foundation laid, but then let the conversation flow because people are gonna feel the vibe with whoever guest is on. In this case, it's me, and got to have a cool combo.
No, that was definitely fire too. I didn't know he got heartbroken like that. 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
she
man.
was jumping in his heart, and then she jumped out.
Man.
That nigga heart was fucking.
Nah, I get it though. I get it. You gotta think.
Love is like a drug, bro.
Yeah.
Love is a drug?
You addicted to that person.
Man.
Oh yeah, and you just lose that person at an instant.
And then also, let's talk about this too. The content creation and the thoughts he had on that is so popular. It's a majority. I feel like more people are thinking like how we think than how you think.
Yeah. Like caring about what people
Yeah,
think
and hearing that, like hearing the struggle he's still having with things being out of his control. Like that's a real thing. Like I had it. It's not as bad no more. Especially when you're taking L's. Like you just lose. Yeah. So it's not as bad no more. But learning how to be helpless was a real thing. And like seeing the position he's in, there's other people out there in that same position waiting on a job. Or you did all the qualifications and then the job not there. Man, it feels like you wasted your time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Looking back on that, what type of advice would you give for somebody in that position with the college and things of that nature? Like basically, you talking to yourself at the beginning.
If I had to give 3 years, if I had to go back 3 years and give myself advice when I started college, is to appreciate the opportunity for what it is and don't dwell so much on stuff that's out of your control. Like we said, like the right job is gonna come when it's supposed to, and if it's not coming to you, that's not the right job. So just keep doing what you feel is right, and don't panic and switch majors or nothing like that. Like
we talked about that too, like not switching too soon and things of that nature. Moving out of panic, that's real life. That's a real thing. And then we started off with pimping and shit, tricking. How y'all feel about that? After we had our whole little talk. Still, fuck y'all niggas is lame as hell if y'all buying pussy. Is that that's the thoughts?
Y'all lame as hell.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
You lame.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. Simple as that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say you lame, but
Get off.
I'm looking at you differently. Simple as that. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, you a little strange, bro.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Episode 12. Like and subscribe if y'all fuck with the content. We here with a special guest. You can shout your stuff out.
It's Pharaoh on YouTube. I'm gonna spell it for you. UHHPHARO, and that's all my socials too.
So, we're gonna have it at the end. I'm gonna show y'all the pages and stuff so y'all can really see it. And that's it. We out. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.